What's up, guys? We're back for another
Pew,
episode of the
pew,
Misguided
pew,
Misfits podcast.
pew.
As always, it's your girls, Pebs.
And ISIS.
And y'all, we apologize for missing last week. I'm just going to start calling it a sub because until we can get ISIS a job with a set schedule, life be life, and my friend. Like, they had her working like a Mississippi slave. She said, I'm working 6 days straight, off a day, work another five, then I'm like, God damn. Y'all act like y'all saving lives over there. Why is your schedule so strict?
Let the customers tell it we are saving their lives.
And this is a PSA because this wasn't on the docket, but as me and Isis have both worked in the food service industry, and I came across a video and I had to turn off the notifications on this post because motherfuckers kept responding to my comment, and I was like, I'm not going back and forth with you motherfuckers. So basically, the video is a African American lady having an interaction at a Popeyes with this black dude. There's a bunch of people behind the counter or whatever. So the black dude is like, it don't matter what we got going on. You supposed to smile because this is your job. And it don't matter what a customer say. You supposed to take it and do your job. So I was like, okay. So I made a comment. Now, mind you, I just made a general statement about how you need to treat people with respect, even if they're at their jobs. Like, I think people come into an establishment, whether you're having a bad day or whether you on your lunch break, you only got 5 minutes, whatever the fuck, and you forget that that's a person behind that uniform. And a lot of us, and I'm not speaking about me in general, but back in the day, a lot of the times when you're working those service industry jobs, you're not getting paid a livable wage. So that already kind of messes with your psyche, and to assume that you can just say whatever to somebody because you think that that protects you because they're at work and you're the customer and the customer's always right, which that's not even the whole quote. They shortened that quote to make it be like, oh, the customer's always right, and that's not even a full quote. So go ahead and look it up. Y'all know it's the Misguided Misfits podcast. But just because somebody's at work does not give you the right to berate them or whatever. So people commenting like, well, she was cursing and blah blah blah, and if you don't want to work here, don't work here. Like, no, sometimes y'all come in here with an attitude and then be surprised when that person matches energy. The same way you can have a bad day at your corporate job, at doctors have bad days, lawyers have bad days. The same way y'all give grace, oh, the police officer was scared. All of these different things that y'all give to all these other job industries, get that to the food workers because they going through hell so you can have a number one with no pickle, okay? And just because that lady was
Literally,
cussing,
literally, food service was considered what was it during COVID? The people that still
essential
had to go to
job.
work. Yeah, it was an essential job.
Yeah,
Like,
my job was considered an essential job, and I was getting berated on a daily basis over flowers, y'all. I was working in the garden center, and y'all telling, first off, why is the garden center considered an essential job? Like, what? And I was getting cussed out on a daily basis from people buying flowers. Like, literally, I had my first panic attack during COVID because a customer, I'm trying to scan their items. So I have to walk around from the cash register to scan your items because most of the items in a garden center are dirt, soil, whatever the case may be. I'm having to walk around. So if you're afraid of COVID, number one, you shouldn't even be here. Like, you should be at the house because none of this stuff is essential. I'm walking around, it's a man and his wife, and he starts screaming at me, "You're trying to kill me! You're trying to kill me! We need to be 10 feet away from each other." So I'm like, how am I supposed to do my job, which is to scan your items, if I don't walk around and scan the stuff in the item? And let's just say you were scared or whatever the case may be, like he was cussing at me and all type of stuff. You could step back and let me scan it and then do your thing. So he's yelling at me to the point where I ended up leaving work because I was having a panic attack. I couldn't breathe. And the wife is standing there, she's like mortified. She doesn't say anything at the time. So she kind of tells him to like go to the car because you should have went to the car if you're having such a strange reaction to me doing my job. And she was like, "Oh, I apologize." Mind you, she already told the husband to leave, but she not saying this in front of him. She's like, "Oh, I apologize. One of our friends just passed away from COVID and he's having anxiety about being in public." Well, why are y'all here? I don't even understand. So it's so you think because that's my I'm at work that you get to yell at me because you're having a traumatic experience about something that has nothing to do with me and I'm risking my life so you can buy flowers on a random Tuesday? Like, and I think that might be why I had a little bit more grace from the lady at Popeyes. Because sometimes you'll interact with somebody, you don't know what that lady got going on. Maybe her lights just got cut off, her daddy died. Who knows? Maybe she stubbed her toe on the damn edge of the bed as soon as she got up this morning and it just threw her whole day off. Which I've had happen to me. And
And
sometimes
everybody
you'd be
can't
like,
just call off work because they having a bad day.
that part. And I'm like, okay, I've gone to places where the lady might have been like the lady at my optometrist. Every time I go in there, even if you called a number, it sounds like she got an attitude. That ain't none of my business. Hey, I'm calling to set up my appointment. We have a 30-second interaction. I'm never gonna be like, girl, why your attitude is so messed up? Because when now you have acknowledged her attitude, now I'm for real finna have an attitude. And she said, she was like, she said, "Sir, I'm at work and I'm going to match your energy. So if you giving me bad energy," and I do understand the idea of, okay, you at work, you should present in a certain way, but also you're a human being having a human being experience, and somebody come in your job over some Popeyes chicken and got an attitude, like I'm probably
Also,
gonna go
people
there too.
really hold people that work customer service and like food service, they hold them to this high degree of you're just supposed to be happy, jolly all the time at your job. And don't get me wrong, you should have good customer service, and I get it. But like, it's certain places like food service, clothing stores, like they expect you to be like, and I get it because you need people to be in there to buy stuff so your store won't get closed. But like, bro, a lot of y'all, I'm not even gonna say some of y'all, a lot of y'all come in these stores like Ketora said, already with a bad attitude. I'm sorry, y'all. Ketora didn't cut her mic off because she's trying to open up these gushers and they not opening it. It's like the mini pack gushers. Anyway, a lot of y'all come into these places and because y'all having a bad day, you feel like you can still come in there with your bad attitude. And then she couldn't even get them open. Now she got them open. Now she don't even like them, y'all. Anyway,
Y'all, I'm coming back real quick. If you watching the video, you can see my face, but I specifically remember gushers being so delicious, and I was feeling nostalgic and wanted some gushers, and I'm irritated because this is disgusting. Okay, I'm sorry.
um, but yeah, a lot of y'all is y'all hold people that work in customer service to such so high regard to where it's just supposed to be whatever people give us, we just supposed to let that roll off our back and go about our day. No. You come in here and talk about you a bald head bitch and that's why you only get paid $5.50 an hour. Even if I did give you a little bit of attitude, now we finna take it all the way to the next
Because how
next
much you
level.
think I care about this job that I'm making $5 an hour at? Like when I was working at Waffle House, and I know we talk about our Waffle House experience because I think everybody should spend at least 1 week at a Waffle House. I feel like it's like boot camp when it comes to customer service. And I'm working at the Waffle House. Mind you, I had just graduated from college. My stepmom had just passed away. I'm like, I moved to a new state to help support my dad. I'm going through a lot. And something happened. I think she was trying to explain, like customers be acting like we don't know the policy. I'm like, I work here and have gone
Bro.
through however much training to know the policy. And so as soon as I turned my back, I don't even remember the interaction. She was like, "This is why you go to college so you don't end up working at a job like this." Excuse me? I had to turn around on her. I'm sorry. I said, matter of fact, not only do I have a college degree, I was in graduate school before I had to come down and help my father take care of my stepmother. Don't play with me. And I think I had just started Bedrock Cosmetics right around that time too, girl. And don't get it me twisted. I think I made the most money I ever made in my life when I was working as a server at Waffle House. Like, we was making a bank. Every day wasn't rainbows and sunshine, but those days you really only need one good day to set you up for your whole month when you was working at Waffle House. And girl, bye. It was people in there. I know folks that was in Waffle House. Not everybody that works in food service is this is their ultimate thing or whatever. A lot of them was in nursing school. A lot of them, had doing this for little ins and outs or whatever. And I'm like, girl, bye. Do not judge a book by its cover, because I think
Yeah.
Roe was making as a cook at Waffle House, which was unheard of. He was making like 17, $18 an hour. It was like crazy. And then it was days that we were working together and he would have more tips than me. I'm the server. He getting paid way more. And then I don't know if they still do this, but the cooks at Waffle House get a percentage of the food sales. Like if they hit their food costs, they get a percentage of the food sales. So you sitting up thinking that motherfucker at the grill ain't making no money, especially when you get from like Rockstar to Master, like them Rockstar chefs, they making money, okay? And even if they not making money, that do not mean that you get to be rude. And that's just not for food service. If you call the customer service line and say, "Hey, can I speak to blah blah about my bill?" I know you frustrated because of whatever issue you got going on. But 9 times out of 10, whoever pick up that phone, they don't know you. They have no idea what you got going on. Like if you call into my job, like I can see your phone number, but I don't know who you are. Like they be like, "Don't you got my phone number on file? Don't you know my address?" No, I don't. I have to type it in. I have to look it up. It doesn't just pop up because you called in. Like that's not how this works. Like these people are just doing their job. So if you're having a bad day, maybe take a day before you call into the credit. Because I ain't gonna hold you. Now, if they rude to you or whatever, depending on the situation, you can A, leave, B, hang up, call somebody else, because everybody going through their own
Yeah,
situation.
I'm definitely not saying that we should just accept like you going into establishing people being rude to you and nasty.
Absolutely.
That's not what I don't think either one of us is trying to say. But I would say 8 times out of 10, customers be coming in there and y'all be acting up. Y'all be acting a plum fool because y'all feel like, oh, because I'm paying my. And don't get me wrong, you are paying your money and you expect stuff to be a certain way, but also you ain't got to come here. And I feel like again, it shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be, oh, because I'm getting bad service, I shouldn't come here. But if you say when you come in there, every time I come in here, it's always something,
And yet
then
you still coming.
maybe you obviously are the common denominator in the situation, and maybe you should just stop coming to this location
Yeah, and I feel
because yeah,
like it's really a lot of gray area, because of course you don't want to, like you say, you don't want to get somebody and they yelling at you, whatever, but we all have a choice on how we react to everything or whatever. Like I seen somebody comment on the lady was like, if she should have just smiled and dude would have just not been acting like that. Like, have you know how many times I've had a customer come up to me, the customer's already in a bad mood, this me, "Hello, hey, how are you doing today?" And they looking at you like, "You bald head black bitch, get out of my face." Like, so it's a double edged sword, like you don't know or whatever. And I'm like, uh, just everybody be nice, because you're only the main character in your story, okay? You're not the main character in everybody else's life. So you might think that whatever your reasoning behind however you reacting to a situation, whether you're the person that works at the place, because of course you are at work, do your best to, not let some of this stuff get to you. But you're also a person, so I get it. But also, if you're the customer, give some people some grace, because you done had your boss put a big ass stack of papers at the end of the day on you, and you ain't smiling and chipper or whatever for the rest of the day. So like, you don't know what kind of interaction. Because I swear I didn't had customers. We had the customer at Waffle House. The girl came in and broke plates and glass because she was upset. And you still got 2 hours left of your shift. Like, how am I supposed to act after this lady
And
just
then
came
still gotta
in?
clean. And then still gotta clean it up.
You gotta clean it up, so then the next customer don't even know that the lady pulled a gun on everybody at the store and got arrested. Like, that's hard thing to shake off, and you can't just leave because ain't nobody else there. So it's a very great area, but I definitely had to cut my comments off because you're not gonna argue with me about what I say. Like, if I'm, especially if you on my Facebook page and I post something you don't like, the exit is over here because this is my page. I run this page. Sorry, not sorry. But we can actually get into the actual topics because customer service just hit home for me because this is what we do every day, all day. I'm dealing with people from all over the world, so I feel like you learn how to kind of navigate that. So just give people some grace because customer service is hard. Okay, it's very hard. But since we did not talk to you guys last week about the Oscars, I just want to take a little brief second. Shout out to Michael B. Jordan. Shout out to Ryan Coogler. Shout out to the full cast of Sinners. Like, that was my favorite movie of when did that come out? 2025, or was
Yeah,
it?
it just came out in 2025.
So shout out to them. Very incredible film. And PSA, Michael did not take anything from Timothy Chalamet. Like, I had never even heard of whatever that movie was that Timothy Chalamet was in during the Oscar run. And he kind of put his foot in his mouth a little bit with some of the interviews he was doing on his press run for the movie that I didn't see. And I think the movie industry needs to do a better job at promoting their movies. Like, they be like, "Hey, the movie come out Friday. It's Tuesday." You be like, "Damn, can you, what is it about? Like, I ain't seen no trailers for it. Like, what's going on?" I feel like they have gotten really lackluster, and that goes with movies, like albums. I feel like they don't do promotions like they used to, and then they be surprised when people don't go and buy the album or support it. Like, y'all got to do some more marketing. Like, I think that should be the main budget for all of
Yeah,
these
I think
movies
the
and
only
stuff.
people right now, and that's because they trying to do damage control because they trying to get their like audience back. The only people I feel like now that's really doing like a lot of like big trailers and like these different type of like when you go to the movies, you see these previews and stuff before certain movies and stuff is Marvel. And but I think that's they just trying to do damage control because they trying to win people back into the Marvel
They
universe.
definitely need to just take us a second, take about a year or two off, and just reset.
But the thing
Because
about it is, nobody is gonna be happy when it comes to that. Because if they don't put
they
nothing
just
out,
did
then
too
it's
much. They
like,
need to just let go of the multiverse, let that go,
yeah.
and just
Well, I think
reset.
they trying to get out of it, and you know they finally made that deal with uh Fox or whatever. Finally, what's been a thing, but now they finally get into I guess that storyline. But anyway, they about the only people that I've seen recently that like it's like all over the like they trailers and stuff. Besides when Sinners came out, because Sinners did do a lot
Yeah,
of
they
like
did a
trailers and stuff
great.
for their movie for a long time.
Yeah, and they was linking up with, like, Michael B. Jordan was everywhere, and I think that that's important when it comes to actually getting people to go out and see it, and for that to be like more of an independent kind of film. They really like killed it when it comes to promotions. And I'm not just saying that because, I'm rooting for everybody black, but I just think that it was incredible. Me and Ro supposed to watch because he hasn't seen it. I have, and I want him to watch it with me. But right now, we are watching all of the Spider-Man movies from Tobey Maguire on to Tom Holland, and we just got finished with the Amazing Spider-Man, and Ro was not a fan. And I really and that's no disrespect to Andrew Garfield. I think he did what he could with the storyline that he was given. And like they tried, I feel like they tried to be so different with the him and Gwen Stacy and all that, and it was too many villains in one movie. Like it was just too much. But I think that movies, they need to do a reset because COVID has really changed the structure on how we consume content. And like I'm to the point where like I'll see a movie trailer, like that movie that's gonna come out with Haley Bailey and Regine Page. The
Yeah, me, you, and Tuscany, or you, me, and
First off,
Tuscany.
shout out to that incredibly fine black man, okay? I've been loving him since Bridgerton, and I know he think he too good to come back to Bridgerton, but we'll take you back with open arms whenever you ready, okay?
I was gonna say I'm glad to see that finally, after how many years, he decided to leave Bridgerton because he said he wanted to do something else. That is finally paying off. He's finally,
Yeah, because he's done a
in
lot of
something.
like he's been in a lot of things, but they ain't because
It's
apparently he
just the
was
way that
in.
he exited was just kind of like,
He's like,
all
all right,
right, sir.
I got what he thought he was gonna be like James Bond, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
But first off, he looks amazing. But also, even with that movie, I was like, damn, do I want to go get a babysitter and all this to go see this movie? Like, those are the things you got to think about when it comes to y'all deciding to make a movie. People got to get
Also, that
babysitters and all
movie.
type of stuff.
Now that I think about it, they also have done uh previews and trailers for that for like a while because I remember seeing
Yes,
that trailer
because
last year for that movie,
yes,
and
they've
I
been
was
doing very good
highly
promo.
invested. I watched the whole
Because
like little
that's such
trailer
a
thing. I
good
was like,
storyline
oh,
too. Like, it's not
it's
something that
straight
you,
off of like Lifetime Hallmark.
yeah, like.
Yeah.
And I said that I was gonna go see it in the theaters because I feel like whenever there's like a big black movie, it's a test to see if black folks go because they always try to find a reason that we don't deserve to be in the spotlight when it comes to storylines or when we do a story that's not centered around black trauma. They're like, ain't nobody gonna come go see it. So I think that's partially why I'm probably gonna go see it in the theaters, whether me and Ro go see it together, which that's not really his cup of tea. He'll come see a rom com with me every so often, like a Netflix at the crib. But to actually go to the movies for one, he's more like into the Marvel stuff. We do a little bit of that. But I agree that they have been doing amazing when it comes to promotion. So
It's some
I'm sure.
lady that recently came out, and I didn't really fully read it, but so I don't know all the information, but I know a lot of people say she's not even associated with the movie, but I guess she has like some deal with, I guess, the company that's putting out the movie maybe, and she
Hmm.
was like, "Can y'all please go see this movie?" Because basically whatever, like, her livelihood with this company and her getting deals with the company, I guess they told her like, if this movie don't do good, I guess whatever project she trying to do, they like, if this particular movie don't do good, then you off the table. But she not even a part of this project. People saying it's just, I'm assuming whatever project she
Yeah,
got is maybe
I
a little
did
bit
see that
similar.
someone posted that this is a test and that they're trying to see if we're gonna actually go out and support them or whatever. I really feel like it's important to see yourself on screen, and not just for black people. I love seeing Hispanic people in roles that aren't just I'm a maid and I work at the hotel, I'm cooking your food. Like I want to see the diaspora of all of the culture, and I think that it's important for us to support that so we can actually see each other shown in film because y'all, they be real mad, and by they, uh when we are shown and represented, because I don't know, Isis is not a Potterhead, but she's also not a Muggle. She's like living in the middle when it comes to like Harry
What
Potter.
about that black man being Snape?
When
Is she
I
talking about?
tell you, them folks came out the woodwork. The same people that was talking mess about the comments that J.K. Rowling made about the LGBTQ plus community, y'all is a part of the
Oh,
same
you know
problem.
they hold them way higher than black people than racism.
Cause y'all pulled the racism. Like, I don't know who has a worse racism fandom. Harry Potter, anime, or WWE. Don't know, but those are my
And
top
black people
three.
love all of those things. Even with anime, even if you secretly liked anime, as a black person, you was still watching it,
Bro,
even
and
in
black
secret.
and what people don't even talk about is black people are what is behind some of the cultural stuff that be in these animes, that like they the music, the artistry, the clothing, they're replicating what they seen us do. But we ain't gonna push y'all on about the the
Also, because I
influence that we
watched
have.
the trailer for the Harry Potter like series. Was he in the trailer, or was there like
Yeah,
another trailer that he was
yeah,
in?
yeah, he was.
I missed him, so I that's why I was like when
My
they showed him,
thing
I was like,
is him being black does not change anything in the story. It does not.
to be quite honest, it's perpetuating the stereotype that they have of black people anyway.
The whole movie of the book, the movie is all centered around racism. That's the whole movie. So you can't say that you're a Harry Potter fan and not see how
They don't
racism
see it
is
because
literally
everybody
the
was white.
main.
Everybody in the movie was white, so it's they don't see it. But it basically because
It's
he's an
literally about,
outsider coming in, and Hermione ain't even really magical, like so she
bruh.
getting a hard time, even though she the best
But the
one
thing
out of
about it is,
everybody.
the whole racist nigga from Harry Potter was a fucking mudblood. Like his daddy, he literally said, "My Muggle daddy." You think I'm gonna keep my Muggle daddy name? But yet you talking about everybody got to be pure blood, but you ain't even pure blood, and they let you convince. This show you that people be so rooted in hate that they'll let you convince you of some shit that don't even make sense. Like that don't even make sense. You mad because we mixing when you are a product of mixing. What, girl? It pissed me off so bad because it almost make me want to tell like the people in Hollywood to stop doing this to us because we didn't ask y'all to be affirmative action and change Snape to be a black dude or whatever. Like, and I know dude finna do an amazing motherfucking job. He's gonna be great. I love seeing us on screen, but it's like now we got another battle we gotta fight that we didn't even ask y'all for. Like, it's a couple black dudes
Yeah,
in Harry Potter already.
it's kind of like damn if you do, damn if you don't.
Yeah,
With especially with black people, because you feel like, damn, like we ain't even act. The man got the job on his own fruition. He was probably just a good person.
yeah.
So, and it's like now we got to get backlash about it. But then also it's kind of like we as black people, we be like, damn, ain't no black people up in this Harry Potter
But
series. Like y'all
it
ain't.
is black people in the movie though. Like it's a
Well,
couple black people. Cause you know
that was back in.
the dude from How to Get Away with Murder was in it, and then it's like a heavy set black dude whose name I don't know that's also in it. Which only two fucking black characters,
I was about to say
whatever,
that's not helping.
and they weren't even
You
like
can't
main
even
characters.
remember neither one of them.
Yeah, I don't
But
even
so I'm
remember
like,
their names,
because
but
that was back in the early 2000s as movies were made, and like now it's 2026. We as black people not saying we got to be in everything, because we completely understand we ain't always got to be in everything, even though we accept everybody into everything. But also it's kind of like if they didn't at least have five black people in this series, it's kind of like, all right now, come on.
and I will say people need to understand too is that y'all have to be I truly feel to be able to enjoy this new series you're gonna have to remove all of the old series. The little boy don't have to look like Daniel Radcliffe because guess what, Daniel Radcliffe is just a actor playing a character. None of these people
Although he
really
does
are.
look, they did get somebody really similar to looking like him, which I can
I
kind of
thought that the
understand.
I thought that the main trio looked great. Like they was talking about, oh, oh girl don't look like her mind. Like shut the fuck up. Like either enjoy this for what it's gonna be or allow the new generations to fall in love with Harry Potter on their own in a new way. Like, please, y'all getting on my nerves.
Sometimes we get into our own way because in some cases it be like y'all really didn't have to remake this. But also we so nostalgic, like how we supposed to get our kids or future generations into things like we old now. I'm sorry to tell
Well,
y'all
honestly, I don't
millennials,
even
we
think
are
that they
old.
needed to do this. The Harry Potter
No,
series stands the test of time.
it's too dark. Once you get to the third movie, it's too dark. I can't see. That's why I stopped watching. It was getting too dark, and then I was watching it on bootleg, so then that was also not helping. The movies is too dark after, as
It's
far as like
because it's
not the
supposed
not
to
the
show
tone,
you the time.
not as
It's
far as
supposed to
tone.
mimic the tone. Isis. That's the
The
reason
tone
why.
is dark, but I mean like literally when you are watching the movie, me as 12, 11 was like, this is too dark. I'm not doing this. What do we
Nah,
like? And I
I
wasn't
was.
reading them thick ass books.
Oh, I'm sorry. Isis already know. I was. I was so into Harry Potter. First off, I was beefing with Twilight because they was kind of beefing at that time, and I remember going to like midnight showings of both. First off, saying it now, like nerd, like I definitely was. Like I was a cool enough nerd to where nobody was trying to beat my ass though, but I definitely was like waiting in line at 11 o'clock with my friends to go see Harry Potter and to go see the Twilight series. Which, when you really look at it too, like Harry Potter was shitting on Twilight from a movie standpoint. Like I don't even know why we even had them beefing. Uh, but
That was
enjoy
during like
this
the
movie for what it is.
Wattpad fantasy
Yeah,
era of
yeah.
Twilight, because well, Twilight got a whole bunch of reasons why it was even made, but it was also like that Wattpad fantasy. I fall in love with a vampire, werewolf, all this type of
And
stuff. So
no, how about Robert Pattinson posted, he was like, nobody was ever team Jacob. That was just a marketing strategy. And I was like, nigga, I was team Jacob still to this day. When he was like, hey Loka, like, first off,
it
Jacob
was
had you.
given a little. It was given cringe. Does the actual actor look way better than Robert Pattinson?
It was
Yes,
just that wig
but
for
his
like two.
character was a
Bro,
little
when
bit
he,
annoying. It
it
was
was
kind of
because
like,
he was
now,
supposed
sir.
to be like the younger, we grew up together, whatever. I'm team Jacob, whatever. I don't care nothing about what y'all talking about. This is the skin of a killer. Like, no, I was never attracted
It was all
to
very much
Edward.
so cringe. It's yeah.
And then I'm like, y'all don't see these 30-year-old high school kids. Like, what the fuck? But I did. Me and Ro, I'm trying to bring him into my mind. So we've been watching a lot of like old trilogy stuff that we're into. We currently are watching, like I said, the Spider-Man, but we also watching Lord of the Rings. Which Lord of the Rings is just too
I could
confusing
never
sometimes.
get I could never get into Lord of the Rings.
It's
I don't
so long.
know.
It's so long, but it's worth it. And do you know? Until recently, I thought that Gandalf and Dumbledore was the same nigga, but they are not even close to the same person. Like Gandalf is Magneto, and
Okay, we can
Dumbledore.
move on from this nerd conversation because now I'm lost. So we can move on.
I
This is
forgot
a
you
little
ain't
bit
never
too
seen.
nerd out.
You know who Magneto is.
I do, but I ain't never seen the Lord of the Rings, so I have no idea what you're
But
talking
you
about.
seen a picture of Gandalf, the white head nigga from Lord of the Rings. Now don't try to play me like I'm just over here nerdy. Because if we was talking about Marvel movies, Isis would be like, yeah. Because remember
Exactly.
in
I said I'm a
Madam Web.
nerd, but I'm not that far into the nerd. I'm not even that far into the nerdom of Marvel because I ain't never read the comic books. I'm
So what?
strictly movies.
Bro,
So
she
I'm
she
not
full of
even
shit.
the real life
I
situation.
have read
Although I did
a
get my
comic, so
Marvel Cinematic Universe book. That's like the timeline. It's basically old now because a lot of stuff that happened since the end of that book, but Yeah.
You see how she trying to play me, y'all, like it's like I'm a nerd or whatever, but it's cool though because I'm into a lot of nerdy ass shit. I don't care. I collect Funko Pops, I collect Disney pins, I collect
Hey, I
vinyl
crochet,
records.
so I'm an old lady, okay?
Like I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm into gardening. We just bought some new chickens today because why not? I was supposed to get my nails done, but instead of getting my nails done, I bought chickens. So we'll try again next week to get our nails
Which
done.
it makes no sense why she still didn't get her nails done. So let's
But no,
just.
my thought process is because I'm going on a girls' trip in 10 days. I was like, my friend I was supposed to get my nails with, she canceled. She had some family shit going on. That's perfectly fine. So I was like, well, that kind of works out for me because she was like, oh, we can go get our nails done next weekend. I said, cool. Not only is it pay week, I can also, it's closer to my trip. So my nails and toes will be more fresh because I'm going to have to get my hair cut. But I like to wait to the last possible moment to get my hair cut because then I'm gonna have to dye my hair. It's a lot. It's a whole thing.
Also,
It
speaking
makes
of
sense.
that, let's talk about. We is all off topic right now, but I want to air my grievances out. I don't have no beef with her other friends. We are cool. But y'all know Keturah ditched me for her birthday plans. She wasn't even supposed to be having birthday plans, right? After we had a plan and it fell through. So we were supposed to be making other plans. And then she was like, I'm just not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna do something with me and Ro. And then some other plans from February fell through with her other friend. And so they rescheduled. And it just so happened to be that the rescheduling of what happened is happening around her birthday. So it was just like, well, fuck ISIS.
No,
But
no. So
it's
ISIS
cool.
is
It's cool.
ISIS is
It's
not telling
cool.
the entire story, okay? Because originally, me and my other best friend, I only have two best friends. ISIS got,
I
oh, this my best
said,
friend.
no, 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 no,
This
no.
my best
First of
friend
all, don't
from.
do that. Don't do that. It's only two other people that that are my best
No,
friends.
no, no, because you got one from high school.
I wouldn't say we best friends. We friends. We cool, but I wouldn't say they my best friend.
Okay, so ISIS cat. I'm not gonna
I
say
have a
that because
lot of
she gonna
people
get
that I
mad
can
if I.
keep in touch with. Is what it is.
I got two best friends, Isis and Leah, and then I have an alternate. Okay, and me and Leah were supposed to go to Disney in February, but I'm
Again,
sorry that my husband had
again.
open heart
No, no, no,
surgery and
no,
we
no,
had to
no.
cancel it.
First of all, let me again put my statement out there. I don't got nothing against Leah. I'm just being funny. Like it really don't matter to me. Whatever she decided to do for her birthday, because it's her birthday. Whatever she decided to do. So I don't have nothing against Leah. Like stuff fell through.
And this is
That's
not for my
fine.
birthday. This is just
No, 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 no. Before Ro was even supposed to have this surgery, she had told me, "I think I'm just gonna do. It's just gonna be me and Ro. I'm not gonna do anything."
we're not doing this is not for my birthday though. My birthday is the following week from the Disney trip. And
Oh my
me and
God,
Ro
that's
are
basically
literally
your birthday.
we are still literally doing nothing. We might go to the beach for my birthday. This is a disclaimer. This is not my birthday trip, okay? Is it happening
Again,
close
putting
to
it
my
out there
birthday?
if Leah is listening. Girl, I don't have nothing against you. Like, y'all gotta do what y'all gotta do to get y'all money's worth out of what y'all supposed to be doing. So,
She Leah got her
I'm just
birth
joking.
because she still went on the her and her boyfriend still went on the February trip. He just took my place, and we were supposed to do this in July. And I was like, man, I don't really want to wait till July to go to Disney. Like, y'all, I'm gonna show y'all. If you're not watching the video version, like, I have spent so much money preparing for Disney. Like, I didn't got into pin trading, and like, I got all these Disney pins and shit. Don't look at the back ones, but I got these Disney pins because, like,
And
if you
this is why you
haven't,
should have other friends for other things because if
yes,
she would have asked me to be like, well, we went to Disney. Also, it was for Paisley, so that was also a completely different thing. But if this was a situation where we was going to Disney and she asked me like, "Come on, we should pin trade," I would be like, "All
yes,
right."
you would have. You would have done
But
it.
also, Leah is more perfect for that because that's what she's into. Like Disney is her thing.
Yeah, yeah, I
So
agree.
like,
You definitely need a friend for every aspect of your life. But I will say that, like, when I want structure and like, okay, I need guided advice, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna call Leah because Leah gonna be like, no. Isis gonna be like, well, maybe let's talk it through, whatever. And she really be like, girl, you gonna do whatever you want to do any fucking way. So I don't even know why you calling me, asking me for my opinion because you're gonna do what you want to do. And I'm like, you know what? You right. But like Leah and I are one of those people who, when we go on the trip, we have an itinerary. This 8 a.m. like, but when I try to do that with my other friends, they get irritated. We don't have to have a whole day structured, but then we
First
standing
of
around
all,
looking at each other
as
like,
you
what we
just
gonna do?
said, you only have two friends. I don't care about an itinerary.
Why?
I just don't want to have to be a part of it. You see, I'm barely
Wow.
holding on to making plans for my birthday because I don't want to have to.
Wow.
I don't want to have to deal with it.
I definitely only got like legitimately people that I talk to every, not, I don't want to say every day because even me and Ice don't talk every day. I would say I have three solid friends that I talk to every week. Like we talk at least 3 days out that week. And then I have some other like, because you know people be listening to the pod and be like, oh my god, she said we weren't friends. Like, no, we're cool, but we may not talk all the time. Like, it's people that don't even know like that Ro had heart surgery. If y'all want following me on social media, and that's no shade, but shade, you know. Shout out to the rapper him or him the rapper, but that's a story for another day. But y'all, let's get into the meat and potatoes of this episode. So, like, even it don't matter what side of the spectrum you're on, right or left. Everybody on the planet then seen Drewski's how a conservative woman acts. Because I don't even think he said, did he say conservative white woman? I think it was just woman. I think that was the title.
I can't remember. I feel like it probably did say white woman because he was obviously dressed as a white woman, but
Let
I
me
don't
see.
know.
I'm
I
going to
could
look it
be.
up because I don't want to misreport on this. As always, this is all allegedly because this is the Misguided Misfits podcast. But I'm going to look it up. But anyway, it was basically him dressing up as a conservative white woman. The internet went in a frenzy and said that he was dressing up as Erica Kirk. If you don't know who Erica Kirk is, I'm not giving her a platform on our podcast. Go watch somebody else's podcast and you can learn about who she actually is. And mind you, in the skit, he did not say her name. Like, he didn't even say anything that she said. He kind of like referenced some of her moments, but most of it was kind of like generic insert clip here type situation. But a hit dog gonna holler every time. And I've seen a lot, like I think with social media too, y'all gotta be careful because y'all be real gullible. Like they be posting, you know how easy it is to post a fake tweet. Like it's nothing but copy and paste and post it. And like there's a lot of like misinformation circling around based off of what they're saying she's saying, what they're saying he's saying, and neither one of them have really said anything since the clip came out. But let me see. It says no. It says how conservative women in America act. He didn't say anything about specifically about race. But say what you want to say about the video. First off, a lot of people are butthurt about him doing the skit with y'all be dressing up as us all the motherfucking time and using people's cultures as costumes all the time. So like, let's just comedy is comedy. And like I seen a lot of people like, well, if we do blackface, blah 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 blah, y'all gonna be mad or whatever. And I'm like, y'all don't even understand the historical context of blackface and why it's different than putting on a costume, which is what Drewski did. Because he wasn't making a caricature of a white woman. He was a white woman in that moment. And when I say the production value, the prosthetics, and as somebody that was a makeup artist and owned a makeup company, that is not easy to do. Like, unless you got really really close up to on his face, you couldn't even really tell that he had prosthetics. And not just this video in particular, Drewski really does his homework whenever he does one of these skits. And this is also not the first time that he has uh cosplayed a white person. Like his NASCAR skit, he had the white people thinking that he was a white person. Like I think that it's just top tier comedy. And I really know that he got the bag, because whether you're watching that video because you're mad about it or you're watching that video because you think it's funny, he getting paid either way. Every hate comment, every like comment, every dislike, thumbs up, all of that is money. Okay. So shout out to Drewski for showcasing his heart, his art, and if you mad about it, it is what it is. And honestly, I think that if nobody said it was her, like y'all would have just, we all just would have thought it was funny and kind of, and I just really think that
Also, it's nobody's fault that she went on this full blown concert tour after her husband died and was
I ain't never
literally
seen
had the
a happier
fireworks
widow in my
and
life.
everything. Like, people are
Cause and
associating
know
me
what's
with being
crazy?
JD Vance's mistress at this point.
Allegedly. And what's bad is some of the stuff that he did. When I watched the video for the first time, I didn't even know that she did those things until they started like doing the side by side clips. I was like, damn, she was really doing that when she went to the college and was telling the white men that they need to be don't feel ashamed for being a white man. Like, who is what white person is feeling ashamed for, like, what are you even talking about? That don't even make sense.
But I don't understand why white people. Well, I understand it because they want to continue to be in the top. But like, it's not. Why is it our fault? Because y'all not white people in right. Like, why do y'all feel the
Yeah.
need to give each
Y'all need
other
to start
a pat on the
having
back
more, yeah,
about being
y'all need
white?
to start having more sex with each other and making more babies. Like, you can't be upset that the other races are mixing and mingling. That's on y'all. And at the end of the day, like, it's really weird, because why don't you want to be a minority? What's wrong with it? Are they marginalized and disrespected and arrested at an disproportionate amount? Like, are they racially profiled? Like, what's wrong with being a minority? Like, it makes me feel like you think that if you become a minority, you're going to be treated in a certain way because of how you treat minorities. So I still feel like that should be some, like, let's research inward and figure out where that hate is coming from. And I have a number for a great therapist if you guys need. Because at the end of the day,
Also,
like,
the fact that they don't realize that black people, I can't speak for nobody else's culture, but black people, we do not care. We
bro, we
don't
didn't live through
care.
so much.
We be trying to do our own thing, and here y'all come like that little popular TikTok sound that was like, you're never really alone because there's always a white person in your business. Because like,
Bruh, we can't even record videos without somebody in the background, like, girl, let these people live their life. Who cares? Like I just told you guys, you are only the main character in your story. Nobody else cares about your feelings. Nobody else has to care about any of the things that pertain to you or your life. Focus on being the main character in your story, and maybe a background character in someone else's. Like, I am number one on the call sheet for my life, okay? You can be a recurring character if you want to. But at the end of the day, like, I feel like there's so many more important things to worry about than like spending your energy being racist. Like, gas is $3.64 in rural Alabama. I don't ever remember it being this high since I've been driving a car. Milk is almost $4 a gallon in rural Alabama. Okay, so I ain't got
and these
time to
are
be
the
worried
places where
about.
y'all voted for this, for the person that promised y'all that everything was gonna be cheaper.
And y'all
Eggs was
said
gonna
y'all
go
did this
down.
for eggs, baby. It's cheaper for you to just go buy some chickens and in a couple of months have you some fresh eggs, because this shit here is crazy. Can we come together? Even though I did see there was a lot of protests, what's it called, the No Kings protest? Apparently there was 8 million people around the country protesting. we talk about politics, but not in a way where I feel like you should vote the same as me because I say so. Because I really don't care about what side of the fence that you sit on. I care about humanity, what's right and wrong, human life, like basic rights. That's the things that I care about. So if you think that we're saying this because we feel some kind of way about either side, then you need to kind of do some self reflecting because that's not what we're saying. But at the end of the day, everybody gets to have their opinion. Shout out to Drewski, like I said, for showcasing his art. And if she would have just stayed home with her kids and been a homemaker, we never would have even known who she was. The same thing that you were advocating for and your spouse was advocating for, you're not participating in. So I'm trying to figure out why you mad at us. And there ain't nothing wrong with being a homemaker or whatever. I feel like that is a vital part of our society, whether that's the husband staying home or the wife staying home or whatever. Like, I do think that's important because a lot of these kids can't read and count. So I think that it's important for us to kind of get back into actually parenting our children. So, you know, prayers to everybody and always. And I don't want to get too political on the podcast because ain't nobody got time for all that. But I think, unless you have anything else to say on that topic, we can talk about a little bit of controversy since we're already on a political thing. I don't know why celebrities be trying to backtrack when they get caught up when people find out who they voted for. Because at the end of the day, everybody gets to vote for whoever they want to vote for. But you also have to know that there's a cause and effect. And I think it's important to know who your target audience is. Because it came out allegedly that, well, I don't know if we even have to say allegedly because she did
I was about to
confirm
say she confirmed it.
that she donated money to Trump's campaign in 2024 because she wanted the money. Like, she said she thought the money was going to veterans, which don't even make sense. Because why would you think that the uh she was like, oh, I didn't read the
She was
fine
saying a
print.
whole bunch of she was saying a whole bunch of nothing to
Like,
me.
girl, just say, because I understand from a like certain economical standpoint why people would have voted for Trump. Like, if you got money and he's telling you you're gonna pay less taxes, blah blah blah, it makes sense because that's for your best interest, or you think it's for your best interest, so you're going with that. If he's telling you that we're gonna have lower gas prices, we're gonna do blah blah blah, it makes sense that you're like, okay, that's what aligns with what I think. Did he do those things? No. But did he also co-sign Project 2025 and do all the things that we said he was going to do in there? Yes. But that's neither here nor there. Like, just say, hey, at the time when I voted for him, it best aligned with Blase Skippy, but now, after getting more info, it no longer aligns with blah blah blah. Because it's okay. You can vote for
The only thing
somebody.
that if this was what 2018 when he first got elected, what was that 2018?
Yeah,
If this was
yeah,
2018, I could understand. I still couldn't understand because it's kind of like, why would y'all want him to be a president? He has no political anything. He's barely a good businessman, barely. But then I could see. But we had 4 years of
yeah.
a
I agree.
preview of what he was capable of. And then, like you said, leading up to him being the president and his Project 2025 and all this, that, and the third, like, why would you vote for that again? Which a lot of people did. A lot of people say they voted for him 3 times,
Yeah.
But it's
But my thing is,
as a
I don't even really. I think that for me, I don't even really care about who you voted from the grand scheme of things. But I think that once you have more information, you should be able to tell the truth. Like, hey, I voted because of Blase Skip, whatever reason you did, and right now these views may not align with what I believe. And that's okay. Like, just because you voted for somebody does not mean that you agree with everything they said or whatever the case may be. But also, I think it's important for you to acknowledge, okay, did I get bamboozled into something or not? Like, I do think, like, Charlemagne, I say it all the time, Charlemagne is one of my favorite people in the universe. And he has a podcast. If you haven't seen it, go look it up. And Andrew was one of those people that was Trump, 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 Trump. And now he's kind of like trying to backtrack. And I'm like, there's nothing wrong with that, but you also have to be honest with your people, especially as a celebrity, because celebrities have a lot of power in terms of, like, people are buying lip gloss because a celebrity told them to, or they may be voting for somebody for because of a celebrity told them to. And if that's you, if you don't listen to nothing else we said this entire episode, do not let anybody else be the reason that you voted for anybody else. I don't care if that's your parents. I don't care if that's your favorite rapper. I don't care. You should be making a conscious decision on your own, doing the research to make an informed decision, whether that's left or right. I don't care. Make sure that you're the one making the decision and not somebody else is influence on your reasoning, because it's so easy to pass down, like, a lot of hate and misinformation is passed down through generations because we're either too lazy to do the research ourselves, or we don't want to go against the grain or go against our parents or tradition or whatever. And I get that, but also make sure that you're making an informed decision that directly reflects your values and not because somebody else told you. Because I don't give a fuck who Beyonce voted for. She can be dancing on somebody's stage. I don't care. That has no determination. Meg the Stallion, love her. Don't care who she voting for. It don't have no direct correlation to me. But you also got to understand that, Chili, your main form of money is coming from people who look like us. So don't
Yeah,
piss on us and tell us it's raining. Like, just take accountability and move on.
yeah. I can't with this particular president. I can't give people grace about who they voted for. I'm sorry, like because like I said, we already had a preview of what it was. First of all, we had a preview when Obama was president. How he kept harassing them and talking about, we need to see your birth certificate. We need to see your birth certificate. Like, he clearly did not like black people then. So now, all these years later, what, 18 years later? Am I doing the math
Damn.
right? Because Obama got elected in 2008, right? First time? Yeah, I'm
Had to
doing that
be
math right.
because,
It's been,
yeah, had to be because then we voted again in 2012 and I was old enough to vote.
yeah. So 18 years later, like,
That's
y'all
crazy.
going
And
and
they be
voting for
still
him
blaming this
again.
man. They be still blaming him. Like,
And the thing about it is, Joe Biden may not have done whatever he was supposed to do as a president or whatever people feel like he did as a president. But just like how Obama came in after George W. Bush messed up the economy with that war, and Obama had to basically get it back to a okay, not even a great place, just an okay place after his 8 years. And then Trump came, messed that all up. So of course, here come Joe Biden. You got to clean up something that somebody messed up for four
and
years.
let's just keep it a buck. He probably was dealing with those health issues that entire time.
They
And, like,
all are fucking old.
yes, I think that that's the biggest thing. Like, can we go back to having? We need term limits for Congress. We need age
But the thing
limits.
about it is
Like,
like when you start going to these younger white people, let's keep it a buck. When you start going to these younger white men, a lot of them are do still have the same like hate
oh
values
my
or whatever.
god, it's like, what
But
do you
also
do?
they're a little bit more progressive than you voting in a 40 something year old man versus that's a little bit more progressive in society. It might be like a little bit more lenient on certain things versus 70-year-old man who been
I don't
racist
want
for
nobody that
70 years.
remembers segregation and all that.
But
Like,
they want people to remember that because they won't, they don't like us.
I'm like, please. And I think that if we really just sit down and realize how more similar our problem, because it's more so rich versus poor than it is any other thing. That's the most important thing. Like, if you open your refrigerator and you ain't got no food in there, you need to be voting for the people that's gonna actually put programs in place. Like all the things y'all voting
Because
against.
poor, because a lot of this stuff that we have is because of poor white people. Black people did not have access to these programs and stuff back in the day when they was
But yet
first
they swear to
became a
God that
thing.
we're the only people that are using it when majority of the people who are benefiting from the programs don't even look like me. Like,
There's more
please
white
help
people in this
yourself.
country than anybody. Who do y'all think this money is going out to?
Bro.
There's
And
way
then
more
like
white
y'all like
people in this country.
I don't want my money going to Medicare and Medicaid and all that shit. You only saying that because it's not benefiting you right now. But yet your money just blew up some kids. Like I don't even understand. Like
That's why I'm like,
please.
poor white people. I
Who
be like, bro, they don't like you either because you're poor.
they
You are
don't.
poor.
Please. My thing is whoever is controlling my character on this simulation, please
Because the
help
fact that we went
us.
to bed and woke up and he done bombed Iran for what is the
Bro,
reason?
I thought it was just a joke. Like, because we don't take nothing serious no more when it comes to like posting on social media. And I kept seeing like memes and stuff. And I was like, what the fuck are they talking about? Like, what? And
And
I had
now
to do some
Iran is
research. Bruh, who is
go
running
ahead.
their accounts? Like, who is running these state
Now
parks?
they
Who is
trolling
running
us
these
back and
governments'
I'm like,
page?
is this
Like,
real? Like the videos of the stuff that Iran is posting. I'm like, is this even real? Is this AI? Like,
bruh, everything is AI at this point. Like, it's really ridiculous and it's really scary. And like, I just want to be on my farm and feed my community and not worry about being called a nigger or whatever.
because
Even
people ain't
though,
worried. People not. I don't. I mean, I'm not like worried like it's affecting my life, but also I am worried because people just like, oh well, they're not gonna send nuclear bombs. They'll probably just do a terrorist attack. Do you know how 2001 tore us apart as a country?
bro, and
The
then
reason why we even
like,
have the regulations on TSA that we have
but
now
TSA
is
ain't even
because of
getting
that.
paid right now. We won't even be able to know if somebody got whatever on a plane because these folks ain't at work
And they got ICE there to do fuck
to
shit.
stand over them people's shoulder. Like, I'm so
They
scared.
don't even know. They don't even know what to do with the job that they was originally hired for. And now that you want to bring them in to do a job they know nothing about,
But the bad thing about it is they not doing it. From what I seen, it was just them standing over the TSA lady. Do you know how mad I'd be as a TSA agent not getting paid and somebody standing behind me telling me how to do my job and they getting paid, but I'm not getting paid? But then if you leave, you really ain't getting paid. Like
and this is the second time since he's been
in the
president that
same
what
year, this
that
was
they have not gotten paid. They've
bruh
missed 3 checks in the year 2026 already, and we only 3 months in. They
ISIS.
have missed three
Do you
checks.
know? Um, when I took off for my husband's surgery, there was a period of time that I did not get paid for like a 1 week period that I did not have. They only paid me for the 40 weeks. It was a whole thing. Do you know that that week check when they only pay me for 1 week. Now, mind you, I'm paying for medical insurance for all of the family, as well as 401k and all this other stuff that they take out before you even get taxes taken out of your check. My check was $300 from missing 1 week off of my check. Imagine getting a $300 check. Your rent don't care if you ain't getting paid. The water don't care. The internet bill, the cable bill, the phone bill, the water bill, none of those bills give a shit that they not getting paid. And I only missed 1 week of work and was missing and 1 week of work on my check. And it literally changed the trajectory of all of my savings and what savings? Like literally, I was like, "Hey, y'all just gonna have to wait until put it on
Imagine if
put."
you a TSA person that's been working for TSA for all these years. You making a good amount of money. So your
Bruh.
lifestyle is
You
even
know
if you're
them
not living
zips.
above your even if you're not living above your means, but like you've become accustomed to a certain lifestyle because you're making a certain type of money now versus when you first started working there, you want a little nicer something here and there. And like, bro,
Have you
like
ever skipped or missed a zip or a firm or afterpay payment? That's the scariest shit ever. And they don't give a fuck why you missed it. Cause you already didn't have the money on when you bought the purchase anyway. And you got the nerve to miss this money. Girl, your damn spending limit go right back down to zero. It don't. I was a couple hours late one time. I was so scared. I was like, my check ain't hit yet. I got in the firm. Oh God, we got to go to the bank, put some money in that, cause I don't want them to fuck my shit up. Cause a firm is what kept me through. Like, and this is not an ad for a firm, but if you listen it, a firm, you got me out of some deep dark places. Y'all be wondering how she afford to go to Disney and Disney cruises. A firm is how I afford it, okay? Because they tell you, I don't know why. It must be a mental thing because I don't know why I can put $3,000 on a firm and pay that shit off, but let your credit card bill be 3,000 your balance. It'd be 3,000 for 7 years. No matter how much you put on it, it's like it never go down. So shout out to Affirm and Afterpay and Zip and Karna and Shop Pay, PayPal and Fo, all of them. And if y'all want to sponsor us, hit me in the email at misguidedmisfitspod@gmail. Let us know. That go for
shout
everybody.
out
Yeah.
to the TSA agents as well because
Shout out to them.
I can't imagine because they still expect you to come to work. A lot of people calling out
And
sick, but like you can't quit. I mean, you can quit, but then it's kind of like once they start funding the
yeah,
like what you gonna do then?
my thing
And
is
trying to
they
find a
got
job these days is hard.
is girl like literally so hard. I've been trying to help ISIS, and you will go look at the job, and 10 minutes later, the job gone. You like, I was like, girl, it's there. You need to apply. She's like, girl, that job ain't there. Or sometimes the jobs just be for people who already work at the job, and like, it's a whole thing. Like, you got to know somebody to know somebody. Okay, tells Jolene that I just put in the application, and then Jolene got to tell Martha that you put like, it's a whole thing. It's so hard. So like sometimes you be wanting to quit your job. Don't quit your job right now. This is not a good time. Like,
But also, as a TSA worker, if you got the time to call in sick, hey, because coming to work and not getting paid,
that
that's
is
slavery. That is slavery, modern day slavery.
it's so scary and sad. And TSA, do you know how many millions of people go through? Like, they drug smuggling, all type of stuff the TSA is dealing with.
Also, I would like
Like,
people, of course, like we don't want to people to be in fear about going to TSA, and a lot of people are like getting there earlier now, which it is also impacting like lines and stuff. But like the videos of people are like, well, when I went to the airport and I went through TSA, it only took me 20 minutes. That's because you live in bumfuck nowhere that don't nobody come visit. Of course, like Houston is going to be busy because spring break just happened. Everybody went to Houston for spring break. So you got all these extra
Houston,
people,
Atlanta,
Louisiana, Atlanta. Like a lot of these people have a lot of extra people in their
yeah.
cities that were not there.
Even when TSA was fully funded, when we went to Disney and we was flying back through Orlando, that was probably the worst TSA
Also,
line.
Orlando has the worst setup for an airport.
Yes,
They
it's
need
not
to
big
figure that
enough.
out.
It's weird.
It's
I mean, y'all got
not.
all this room for these hotels and shit that don't need to be in here, but yet we wrapping around down through
It's
Southwest line.
very
Like,
small. Like they got it set up like if it's a small town airport, and I'm like, y'all is
and I
Orlando,
wonder if it's
Florida.
because there's technically two in like in that Orlando area or whatever, but
It still
it's
shouldn't be. It's for as many people. It shouldn't be that small.
yeah,
Like
it's definitely like
Midway
get this
ain't as
together.
big as O'Hare, but Midway is still a decent sized airport. Like I'm not understanding why they got that little
And
bitty airport.
also, before we get to the misguided, well, actually, we didn't have a misguided moment. Oh, we do got a misguided moment for this episode. But before we get to that, um, Southwest, are y'all okay? Because I feel like they are really working actively to go out of business. Like I don't know what's going on with them. Like, and I get it. You like, oh, we trying to do like all the other airlines. The reason why Southwest was so successful was because you guys weren't like the other airlines. We weren't flying Southwest because it was a better experience. The only reason why people even cared about Southwest is because your two bags fly free. Y'all basically Spirit Airlines. Like y'all basically Frontier, okay? And that's no disrespect to Spirit or Frontier. I've flown both of them. But y'all not giving first class experience. Y'all ain't even giving the Biscoff cookies like Delta give out or whatever. Like, so all these little policy changes and discrimination stuff that y'all got going on, I don't know if y'all need to like go back to the drawing board and kind of recalibrate because y'all tripping. And if I gotta fly Delta or American Airlines or what's the other one? I don't know, because even Frontier got $3.99 fly whenever every year. Like I'd rather
Yeah.
deal with that than deal with
I
what
think,
Southwest got going on.
especially the policy now where they making people like if you are bigger you need to buy two seats. Because I think before it was like they would just automatically just give you a seat if you just a bigger person, like you didn't have to
Yeah,
pay
and
for
that's
it.
only if the flight was not sold out.
Yeah,
Which
but
I
I
don't
think
have an issue with the
now
policy
what
though.
it
It's the way
is that yeah, it's the TSA agents basically like if they look at you and you look too big, they like, oh, you gotta pay.
like,
That's
and I
like
think but
discriminatory.
I really think that there's gonna be a class, and it's and let's clarify, it's not the TSA agents, it's the gate agent that works for the company
Yeah,
because TSA
yeah,
works for the government. But because I can hear y'all talking now, but the issue is I need dimensions. Okay, if your ass is bigger than this and your waist is bigger than this, that's what I need. Because y'all acting like, oh, we can't have a seat tester there because that's embarrassing. No, what's embarrassing is getting to the airport thinking that you already paid for your seat and then you got to get another seat because somebody just looked at you and like
yeah.
what in the same way
That's
that
discrimination.
Popeyes lady had an attitude. Somebody at the gate could be having a bad day, or they mama big and she used to beat them up, and so now when she see a big lady, it remind her of her mama, and now I gotta pay for two seats because the lady big mama used to be her ass. Like, or the you proposed to that fat girl at prom and she told you no, so now I gotta pay for two seats because you got childhood trauma. No, I feel like there's nothing wrong with telling somebody who is of the heavier size if they're going to be impeding on somebody else's seat that they need to buy another seat. Because if you're big, you already understand that you're big. That's not the issue. The issue is how are you going to accurately enforce this
Yeah,
policy? Like
like
whether y'all
and
they need to do like the damn like Universal and Disney. And even Universal has like there's a few rides that they have the room where you can try to sit on the seat to see if you can fit, but it's not in the front of the park. It's like to the side. So you don't get to the front of the line and realize you can't fit in. And I have literally been that person that was overweight. Well, I'm still a plus size woman, but I've been on a ride and had to get off because the little thing didn't sit. Not because I'm fucking obese, but because as a black woman who has a lot of hips, it I couldn't fit in the seat. Right? That's embarrassing. I would have rather have a seat tester in a different room. You sit in it, buckle it up. If you can do it, cool. If you can't, then or whatever. Or y'all should at bare minimum have the measurements of the person. And I don't know if they do or not because again, I don't fly that very often. And I haven't run into that issue. But y'all should have something in place that makes sense. The same way y'all got the little thing to make sure your carry-on bag fits. Y'all need to have that for plus size, and you can do it in a way that's discreet and also non-discriminatory, because the way y'all been acting,
Yeah, because
y'all
y'all go
need to
get
get it
y'all
together.
employees beat up, and it's not their fault because that's the policy, and people take things to the head when they got like. Because to be
Mm.
honest, being a gay agent or TSA, it is. I can see that being a power trip. I ain't never been one, but I can see how that could be
Yeah,
a
because
power trip.
especially
You're
think
basically
about,
like,
you can change the direction of
yeah,
somebody's trip. Like, okay, the bag 51 pounds, I can let you pass, or I can say no. And how do you
yeah.
determine which is that person that you let
You
pass
come
and
up
who
with a
you don't?
badass attitude,
Yeah, you be like,
you
yeah,
won't be
if the
flying
bitch got on a
today.
red shirt and her shit is overweight, she ain't get, like, I can see that too. So I feel like they need to have a better policy, because I smell a class action coming. Have you ever
I
been on a
definitely,
Southwest flight and been discriminated against? Call me now. Like, I can see that happening.
but I definitely do feel like if you know you're gonna be taking up two seats, because we know when
Absolutely.
we too big. We all know
Absolutely.
the plane seats ain't that big. Even on the nicest of nice planes, they not that big because they need to pack in as many people as they can. You either need to get you another seat or you need to fly first class or business class, which is more.
Do want to fly. Like,
But
I don't know how or where I want to go, but I want to have a first class, like, overseas experience where they be having. I want to fly. Is it Emirates? I think that's the one I want to fly first class, where they give you the pajamas and all that stuff. Like, uh I'm really on that. But let's get to the misguided moment of the week. I don't know if you guys be the determining factor whether this is misguided or not. So Lotto announced that she is pregnant. And she has been secretly mystery dating
Big
alleged,
mama, no kids.
not no
Wait
more.
for the
Is
right
she,
nigga, right
I
time.
wonder, you think she's gonna change that lyric when
No,
she performs that
she
song now?
literally. Well, she might, cause in her that new song she did say "Big Mama one kid" or something like that,
Oh,
or
she
"Baby on
did.
the way" or something like that. Yeah.
uh I'm not a proponent of Lotto. Fun fact, Ro loves Lotto. He
I
loves her.
mean, the fact that she listened to her audience and listened to the people, because she used to be mulatto, and people was like, you
Cause
can't, your
then,
name can't be mulatto, and so she changed her name to Big Lotto. But I'm like, she is mulatto, but
right, like, and it's not like she's saying that about you. She's saying that about her. I thought that was stupid. Uh but she's allegedly pregnant by a married man. That's her business. But I don't know. If y'all let me know if y'all think that's the misguided moment of the week. I will say that the rollout for whatever, if it's a song or album, whatever it is, was impeccable. Am I gonna listen to it? Probably not. But I did like the concept art. I feel like they need to bring back music videos. Can we bring back TRL? Can we bring back 106 in Park? Like, I miss the visuals. Because they just be like, hey, here go an album, fucking buy it. Like, goddamn, can you give me something?
also we are not condoning people being in relationships with married people and you having babies and yada yada blah 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 blah. But don't be so quick to judge when your house ain't clean. Cause
You
some of
don't
y'all
never know
is the
what
fifth,
you would
sixth,
or would
seventh
not
baby
do.
mama, and you was with him when he just had a baby with somebody else, and you all up in the mix now because he didn't told you a lie. Oh, my baby 1 month old, but we ain't together. And like, come on now.
My
Some
thing
of y'all
is,
don't even know who y'all baby daddies are. So let's,
damn, everybody catching a stray. My mom always told me, don't ever say what you will or will not do, because God will show
cause
your
you
ass.
don't know.
You
Okay?
don't
You do
know.
not
Take it from
know.
me, baby. You do not know
And
what you
I
would or
do
would
say
not.
a lot of stuff that I never, but hey,
Never
gotta
tell
be
you
like,
knew you
you'll
be
never,
never
huh?
like you never did again.
God said, oh, you never, huh? All right, then.
But shit, shout out to Lotto and her alleged baby daddy, and hopefully she has a
The
healthy
baby here
pregnancy, a
now.
healthy baby. The baby here.
I mean, no, I mean, she pregnant now. So, I mean, what? no, the baby not here now. But she pregnant now, so what? It is what it is.
And shoot, shout out to Glorilla because we finna find out whether the internet is undefeated or not. Because the internet ain't been wrong about a pregnancy yet. And the word on the
They
street
gonna have something to say about that too.
is
She
Glorilla
pregnant
pregnant.
now. Hey, these is rich people issue. These is rich people
And
business. They
she
got
looks
enough
so
money to.
happy. Like, leave her alone. Like, my thing is at the end of the day,
Well,
everybody
you
get to
know,
make whatever decision.
people not really liking Glorilla now because apparently her and Megan is into it. So,
Her and Meg the Stallion into it?
girl, yeah, it's old. It's
Why they
I think
into it? Not my girl
Glorilla like
Meg.
Glorilla retweeted something somebody said about Megan or something like
Okay, I
that,
do
or
remember that. I do
she did
remember that.
something with something towards Megan. So you know they.
Why y'all hating on my girl? You know it's the your girl. I know it ain't the stallion. Like, I'm sorry, no Meg the Stallion hate will be tolerated on this podcast. Like, I'm
Yeah,
sorry. Shout out to my girl. She on Broadway. She ain't even
yeah.
fucking with
I'm
y'all.
like,
She
Glorilla
opening
girl,
up Popeyes. Like,
you getting a little bit too big for your britches. I understand though, you
you
know. Again, you
when
say
you
you
start
act
feeling
like you,
yourself and
and people be thinking like you not gonna be like that when you get on. You're definitely
she
gonna be like
when
that when you
you
get on.
especially no disrespect, but when you are like a ugly duckling and you turn into a swan, you're gonna be acting a certain way. I lost 20 pounds and started looking in the mirror like I call Isis. I said,
I'm
girl, my
not
ass is
ugly.
fat.
Do I think I'm the most beautiful person in the world? No, but I'm not ugly
Yes,
because
you are.
I
You
can see
surely is.
the look on men's faces when they look at my face, and I because sometimes I be looking at them like, why the hell they looking at me like that, and I be like, oh,
What?
probably because I look cute. I don't know. I'm very awkward around men
First
for some
off,
reason.
yeah, I don't know what she talking about because first off, I don't hang around ugly people. Like I don't. All
But
my friends
also,
is baddies. Okay,
I
Isis got the
already
fat
know
ass.
once I lose this weight, y'all gonna be like, Isis, why you ain't no clothes on? I'm gonna be that person they be talking about going to
Bruh.
Disney with their ass cheeks out. Which also, please stop doing that.
First
This
off,
is a family friendly thing.
first
Please
off,
stop going to
Disney
Disney with
sell
your ass
liquor. They
cheeks
ain't no
out.
family establishment. But
You
I
had
will
liquor
say,
at your birthday
because
parties up until you was 5. Okay, not you specifically, but black people, we be having liquor at the baby birthday
my
parties
thing,
for a long time.
yeah, I don't think your ass should be out. I have seen like they be wearing them like I don't even think those shorts are made to be like worn. Them little thin, basically like tights. They be wearing those as
Like the
shorts
cheerleader
at
shorts.
Disney. Girl, I went on Disney. Yeah, I've been at Disney World on the cruise, on the boat, on the beach, and these girls got on thongs. But I ain't gonna hold you. If your ass look right, I ain't even mad about it.
But
Show your
people was making a
cheeks.
good
These
point.
kids
Like the
done seen cheeks
beach,
before.
the beach is one thing. I don't know why that's acceptable to have a thong bikini on at the beach, but it is. But like also not because of other people seeing you. You don't know what's on these rides. These rides aren't getting cleaned between people getting on and getting off.
Oh, that is a good
And you just
point. I
got
never
raw
thought of it
booty
like
cheek.
that.
Which means you got raw vagina. You don't know what's sleep. These kids is sick. You don't know what kids be having hand, foot, and mouth disease. They know their kids be sick and be still taking them
Bruh.
places because they
Now
done
you
spent
finna
their
have me
money.
wiping down all the seats at Disney. You lucky I keep a Lysol spray in my damn
So
bag.
this is why I'm like, I don't
They gonna
understand
be
why
like,
y'all would want to go with y'all booty cheeks out like that. If y'all go, even if y'all just going to walk around and be cute, you sitting on a bench, you sitting on the concrete, you sitting on something at Disney.
oh, Isis, my trip is in a week. Now my
Just
mind
cause
gonna be
they,
fucked up.
just cause they keep it clean as far as not having trash on the ground at Disney. I don't be seeing no, when we went, I ain't seen nobody wiping down benches and
Isis.
tables.
And some of the little seats be like right on your coochie.
Exactly. The metal seats,
Damn,
they
you
be
messed
out
up
in the
my whole
sun all day.
day. Oh my.
The germs just festering in the sunlight, growing.
Isis. Okay. We finna cut because my mind fucked up now.
I'm
We
just saying,
finna
cause
get
y'all
to the
know
misguided
y'all let y'all
am
kids go to the school sick. I know y'all ain't missing out on no money if y'all don't pay for Disney and they sick. They going to Disney.
because girl, Disney do not do refunds. You hear me? Luckily, when I had to rebook my trip because of Rose heart surgery, which this motherfucker talking about, you should still go. Nigga, what? You in the hospital? I'm supposed to be at Disney? He was like, "Oh, I'm like the family gonna eat me alive if I go to Disney." While you, so you been me and Leah been planning this trip for over a year, and he was like, "No, you're going on the trip." I was like, "No, I'm not." But luckily, Disney did let me, um, like change the date of my ticket to this time. So shout out to Disney for that. But we did have a what they call an after hours event where they kind of open the park up after it closed and you get to like get on the rides and shit with nobody there. And that was non-refundable. So keep that in mind when y'all booking these trips. But let's get to the am I the asshole? It is my turn this week. Let me get comfortable. I spent $100 on this damn gaming chair, and my butt cheek be hurting every day. And I sit in this chair for 9 hours a day at work, and it is uncomfortable. I If you guys have some recommendations of a better chair, please let me know because I need to get a standing desk. But that's neither here nor there. Here we go. As a reminder, we have not read this story before. That we're going to give you guys our genuine reaction. Am I the asshole for sneaking my mom some alcohol while she's on hospice? My mom is in her 50s and is dying from liver cancer. She is terminal and is currently undergoing home hospice care. My mom has always lived an unhealthy lifestyle. She was extremely heavy smoker for years and luckily quit between 10 to 15 years ago, and she is very proud of that. She has been morbidly obese her whole life and hasn't treated her type 2 diabetes well enough for the past few years. 4 through 6 alcoholic drinks per day for about 5 days per week. God damn. All of this compounded, she ended up with liver cancer. By the time it was caught, it was terminal. When she started feeling sick, which turned out to be cancer, she stopped drinking except for rare occasions. I visited my mama 3 to 2 times a week and I talk to her. We watch TV. We bring her whatever she asks for. She recently talked about how she missed her drink of choice and she wanted to have a couple. I got a list of her meds and made sure that there was no minimum interaction and that she had a really good day with no pain meds. I brought her a 6 pack of her favorite drink. She was very happy and drank too, then went to sleep. I told my siblings about this when I updated them a few days later. They got really mad because she has liver cancer and her liver isn't right, and I gave her alcohol. But this was weeks ago. She still had 4 cans out of the 6 left over, and she hasn't had them. And even if she did, she's gonna die. Let her enjoy her time. I think there was they think that I was harming her and causing her to die faster by giving her alcoholic drinks. I think I gave her an evening of enjoyment when she doesn't have many left. I've been catching flack from this for weeks and now it's spreading to other family members. So am I the asshole for giving my mother alcoholic drinks when she's on hospice care?
So, for those who don't quite know how hospice works, when you're being put on hospice, it's because either you decide you don't want treatment no more, or the doctors are like, there's literally nothing else that they could do for you. Like nothing else is gonna work for you. There's nothing else that they could do. So you could decide to be put on hospice so you could be at least comfortable while you're going through this disease of you dying or whatever the case may be. Now, technically, they don't know when you're gonna die. They can give you an estimate. They can say you got 3 months and you'll have a year. They can say you had 3 months and you had 2 days. You never know. But ultimately, I'm assuming that this lady is on hospice because either she decided she don't want treatment no more, or they was like, if the child is saying it's a terminal illness, that sounds like there's nothing else that they could do for the lady. So hospice is about keeping you as comfortable as you can. The lady is dying. Let her drink the little drinky drink. It's probably nothing else she can eat, nothing else
Fact.
she want to eat or drink or anything anyway. And I get it. You know, that's your parent, like you hoping for the best. You don't want to think like, oh, you don't want to think about her dying, like you know it's happening, but you don't want to think about it. You hoping a miracle happen, but your mama lived her life the way she wanted to live her life. 50 is really young. That's our parents' age. I can't imagine my mama. When my mama had that heart attack, I about lost my mind. I'm an only child. Like, I don't
Girl, that
got
was
nobody like. I have like my best friend. Like, I have people that's close to me and us, but like blood family, it's just me and my mama. So, like, trust me, I get it. Like, if that day went a different, heaven forbid that day obviously was past now, but like if that day went a different type of way, I don't even know what I would be doing right now today. So I get it. But like she lived her life the way she wanted to live her life. That don't mean you can't be sad, but also let that lady have a little drinky drink. Let her get a little sippy sip or two. Let her live a little bit of life, the life that she got left. It's okay. I hate to say it. I hate to be this person because obviously it ain't me. But there's nothing they could do about it. There's nothing they could do about her liver disease. Like it's she wasn't healthy to begin with. So why are we trying to be healthy now? Like it's
yeah.
okay.
And honestly, for me, I have dealt with my stepmom being in hospice, and until you deal with it, it's a totally different experience. And towards the end, it's like, who cares? Like, give them the liquor, get them the weed. Shit, if you want to do heroin, I ain't even gonna be mad at you. You finna be out of here. Do whatever you want to do. If it's something you want to try, go skydive. Whatever it is, you finna. We here for a good time, not a long time. And I'm gonna get a little personal with y'all because y'all my misfits, and I love you guys. And right now, currently, my father-in-law is on hospice, and he decided that whatever he decided, right? And he has diabetes and all this stuff, and he was on restrictions on no sugar, no this, no that. Baby, he didn't live almost 90 years. Give that man whatever the hell he want. I just brought over dinner to them today. Like, and was I like heavy on the salt? Of course not. We still mindful. But like, if he wants some ice cream, give that man some ice cream. If he want a 6 pack, give him a 6 pack, because you earn that. You earn to be able to live this life however the hell you want to live it. And especially once you get to that hospice and they're giving you the morphine, they're giving you whether you're still taking medication or you're not, whatever, like, go out the way you want to fucking go out. That's the same way like people get mad at people for deciding to do like the euthanasia or whatever. Like, let people
The sister
live their life
suicide.
the way they want to live. Yeah, I think they call it it's euthanasia. It's like the human version of it. But I'm like, let them do that. Like, girl, bye. We was joking with him like we gonna get him some alcohol or whatever. Like, shit, if he asks us to bring him some liquor, me and my fucking father-in-law gonna have a drink. Cause why not? Like, let
Again,
him
they
live
already
and
about to
die the
be
way
up
he wants
out of
to.
here. If something miraculous happened to where that
Bruh.
lady live another 2 years, great. But if not, she don't probably don't want to live the next 2 years of her life being worried when it's gonna take her out. She know the type of life that she
And then where the
lived.
hell was y'all at when she was drinking all them drinks before? Like, don't get cautious now. Like, where was y'all at
Even
when
if,
she was
first of
drinking
all,
four to
even
five
if
drinks
she
per
wasn't
day?
outside of that, she was big. She had type 2 diabetes. Big Mama arm was about to get cut
Yeah, and
off either
shoot.
way. The arm, the foot, the leg. Like, and
I
this is
be
coming
thinking
from
about that when you
somebody
look
who
at the
has a
meal that they
parent
was.
that has type 2 diabetes.
Bro, we both got parents that got type 2 diabetes because my dad has type, and he's not like, he's not even obese. So I don't even, it is what it is. But my thing is, if they got to the point where they on hospice, they not taking their medication no more, and she want to have a drink, let her have a fucking drink. Like, they're like,
The
oh,
way
it's
she
taking an
lived
extra
her
day
life
off her
is how
life. If I
she
got 7 days, like,
the way she living her life, she gonna take that up with God when she get there. If that's what she believe in. But right now, Earth, let her be.
bruh, cause I'm dead. Me and Ro was dead. Like, when you're dealing with somebody who has a terminal illness, it makes you start thinking about your mortality, and we start talking about what we do and what we don't want and all this stuff. And I was like, shit, uh, I'm quitting my job. I'm getting a credit card. I'm doing all that shit. Like,
Make sure the illness is
we
actually an
here for a
illness,
good
though.
time.
Get a second, third opinion and make sure you actually got it before you get the balling out. And then you find out you ain't got it, and then you done fucked up your life. But, you know,
Bruh, you better better file bankruptcy like the rich folks do. But if you guys have made it to this point in the episode, we love you guys. Make sure you guys are liking, following. Make sure you share this to at least 10 of your friends, so they can be a part of the Misguided community. I do have some sad, disappointing news. That Bedrock Cosmetics is officially going out of, well, I don't want to say going out of business, but I am taking a step back. So everything is $1. So if you've been saying, girl, I've been wanting to support your brand, because you know how many people came up to me when I decided that I was taking a step back to kind of focus on my content and start focusing on my garden and whatever. They're like, oh, I love your brand, blah, 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 blah. I wear it all the time. I'm like, well, where have you been at the last half of, like, I can't keep running on air, baby girl. Like, I love my brand. I love Bedrock Cosmetics. I feel like I built something very special, and Lord willing, I'll be able to bring it back on another level. But I don't want to hear about how you wish you was gonna order and you couldn't order. Like, at this point, it is what it is, and buy it while it's $1. Everybody, right now, you can go to my Etsy page because I've already gotten rid of the website. We do still have a few of the lip gloss shades. We have a bunch of eyeshadow palettes. We have a bunch of water activated liners. And no bullshit, the products are amazing. And I'm not selling them for $1 because I feel like that's how much they're worth. I'm selling it because I don't want the product to expire or to go to waste, and I don't have the ability to market my brand the way I once did, because my focus is on my husband's recovery, taking care of my in-laws, making sure Paisley good, going to work. Like, so if you want to support Bedrock Cosmetics, if you want to support Sunny Sky Farm, like, everything is $1. Run that shit up. But I do appreciate everybody that has purchased. We was in over 40 states, 5, 6 countries, I think, over the last few years. So I am appreciative to everybody who helped Bedrock Cosmetics get to where it is. But we're focusing on the Misguided Misfits podcast. Hopefully, we're going to be launching Boost to the Map podcast soon. So keep your eyes peeled for that. But we're on to bigger and better things. And Lord willing, we can spin the block. Do we have anything going on that you want us to promote, Icy Poo?
I absolutely do not.
Y'all, I be trying to be polite and ask her because I don't want y'all to be like, damn, you ain't even ask Isis if she had something going on. But we love you guys. I do appreciate y'all for the support. Make sure you guys are following us on all social media platforms at Misguided Misfits Pod. And we'll see you guys next Monday. Bye.